Hello, my name is Robin Atkins, and this video will be to let you know about some of my dispositions that I possess and some of the things that I need to work on. A few dispositions I believe I possess are compassion. I want to show genuine support for my students and concern for their well-being. I want to be emotionally supportive, academically supportive. I want to form those bonds, those true special bonds with my students. Another I believe I possess would be advocacy. I will stand firm on what is right for my students. I will be their voice when they don't have one or their voice may be too small. I will stand up and speak for them, for their needs. Another I possess, I believe, is fairness. I will treat all my students the same. I will treat them fairly. I will not show differences. I will make sure all of my students have what they need to make them become more successful in the classroom and in the long run. Dedication. Without it, I believe a teacher will fail. If you're not dedicated to your class, they're learning, they're excelling, then the job is not for you. Some things that I might need to work on are reflection. I always want to be held accountable for the things that I do and say. I want to be a good role model for these kids, and I want them to be able to look at me and have a positive outlook in the classroom. I also think I need to work on curiosity, becoming an adult. That's one thing I believe that you kind of lose along the way is your greatness for imagination and curiosity, and that even furthers my love for elementary education because these kids have amazing imaginations, and seeing them work through things and coming up with different ideas of how to do things using their imagination makes me want to work harder to do that also. Qualities I believe a good teacher needs to possess would be empathy, for sure. You need to empathize with your students. You need to get down on their level sometimes and be able to talk to them and support them emotionally and physically, mentally. Another quality I believe a good teacher needs to have is being a good role model. That is my mission. I want to be a good role model for my students. I want them to have a positive outlook on coming to school and seeing me every day. Another thing I believe a good teacher needs to have would be clear communication with both students, peers, the students' parents, caregivers. Clear communication is key. Another thing would be being prepared. You need to know what you need going into school. I know things are always changing, always evolving, and you need to be ready for anything. Being prepared for the situations that may arise will just put you a step further. And this concludes my video.